Lanz-Ketcham. I'm a 5th grade teacher in Rock Springs, Wyoming, and I'm in the principal master's program, so I can become a principal. I attended University of Wyoming for my undergrad, received my bachelor in elementary education, and I had always wanted to be a principal, but most principal positions require 3 to 5 years of experience. So I wanted to teach first and then get that experience. And then when I was starting to look around, UW came to Rock Springs, and that's where I'm living and working, and it was really convenient to go to choose the University of Wyoming, and I've been able to do all my classes in Rock Springs or on the internet, concurrent with teaching, so I didn't have to quit my job, which is really nice. When I'm done with this degree, I'm hoping to be a principal. So I'm working in my district and looking in other states to get a principal position as soon as I graduate in the spring of 2011, or 2012, I guess. And personally, you know, I like school. I like going to school. It's fun. And when I graduate, I think I'll be the first person in my family with a master's degree. Both my parents have multiple degrees, but they're both bachelors. So I think that's something I just realized recently, and that's pretty cool. One of the coolest things about this program has been that there's been a cohort of students who go along together. So most of my classes have been with the same group of 20 to 30 students, not all at the same time, but so we've gotten to know each other. So there's 4 people in the class I'm taking right now who I've had other classes with, and several of them we only met online, and so now we get to put a face to all their posts that we've talked about, and that's really neat. Actually, my current principal was just graduated a couple of years ago from this program, and so he had some experience, and it was really neat to share this little tight-knit community. There's a lot of technology involved. It's really been a lot of fun. The core classes that are essential to this program, they meet for intense weekends, Friday evening and then all day Saturday. But then throughout the rest of the semester, we're talking on the internet. So we're using forums to share articles and respond and talk to each other, and that's a lot of fun, and that's interesting. And so we're using those forums. And many of the classes I've taken have involved that aspect of it. In fact, I just finished a class, Democratic Leadership, that was all it did. It was only forum-based, and that was actually really a lot of fun because it lets you take it at your own pace. You could read the articles when you had time, and you could respond at midnight or at 1 in the morning or at 6 a.m. as some people were doing, and that was okay. And it let a really diverse, rich conversation occur that wouldn't have happened any other time. And then I've also recently finished my first OVN course, and so the whole course was over the internet, and so we would watch the professor on video, and when somebody wanted to talk, they'd press a button, talk into a mic, and their picture would pop up on the screen, and it was kind of intimidating, but it was also really cool knowing that I think there was 10 or 11 different sites around the state where people were coming in from ones and twos, and in Laramie there was more, and in Cheyenne there was more, but it was kind of neat. One of the neatest things about this program is that it's really helping me as a teacher identify with why things are happening in my building. So when my principals are talking about doing classroom walkthroughs, I'm able to say, hey, we're reading about this. Well, I know why we're supposed to do classroom walkthroughs. I know what the point is. So I can realize why, yes, it's a hassle for our teachers, but this is why they're doing it, and it's supposed to be a really good tool. So I can make it happen, and it's just making me more reflective as a teacher as well. I'm able to say, okay, this is what the research is saying administrators are looking for. The administrators are saying is good teaching, and I would say, well, I'm able to put that into my own lessons. I'm also able to share it with other teachers. I'm able to say, you know what, they're looking for this because it's a sign of. So like engagement, they're able to say, well, if your students are engaged in your lesson, that's something they can look and see is in a 5-minute walkthrough. And it's a sign that you have good classroom management, and that's why they're doing it. To someone who is considering the master's program or the principal preparation program at the University of Wyoming, I'd really recommend that they just do it. It's really not, when I started, I had these preconceptions that it was going to be really hard and take a lot of effort. But truly, one class is fits in really well. I mean, the reading is it's a little bit more than you probably would do normally, but it's interesting and it's engaging. There's the papers you write aren't so bad that you can't do anything else. So you're able to continue a normal life. It doesn't influence your teaching that much. So something you can do concurrently. I mean, it's if you can get over the hump of saying, wow, it's a graduate level class, it's a big step. It's not really. Just do it. I mean, it's going to make a big difference professionally for the rest of your life. One of the nice things about the University of Wyoming is that it's in Wyoming. Is that it's reflective to the needs of Wyoming educators. So one of the nice things about our program is that we've talked about Wyoming law, we've talked about the Wyoming budget model, we've talked about things that are specific to our state, we've also talked about national issues, but we've talked about things that are specific to the needs of Wyoming, rural education, that kind of thing, that you wouldn't get through Regis or another university, and that's really useful.